as you know, I'm talking to my friends, my subscribers that's been with us for some time now. You'll remember I've got a couple of properties in Whitby, and of course I haven't had to work because with the COVID-19, of course you're not allowed to travel. But now we're getting inquiries for people wanting to rent the properties in Whitby, and I think this year I'm going to more or less retire. I've been working part-time on this with this cottage and the two ones in Whitby. I organise everything, but now I've got these youngsters. I'm looking to employ a company to take on the full responsibility of letting them out, managing them, and the cleaning and everything. So Renz and I are going to meet with the company tomorrow, see if we gel, because it'll be better for me, because then I can concentrate on the youngsters. And still, so that sounds bad, but what I mean is I'll concentrate on the youngsters, but I'll be at the same level with these that I've been before, because I won't have to do my job. Oh, I should just say thank you to Jeannie, Michelle and Shelley Peer for helping me out with questions. We've got quite a few newbies, new subscribers, and welcome to you all. And Jeannie and Shelley have been helping answer some of the basic questions, because of course it all takes time, and the questions that's been asked many times, of course, over the years. So I'm very grateful to any help from my long-standing subscribers that know the answers to questions posed by newcomers. It just helps me spend a little bit more time on questions that haven't been asked before. And I don't expect everyone to troll through all my, 700 at least, videos that I have to find the answers. Though you're very welcome to troll through them all if you want to. Click on the oldest first and make a start. Take you a while to get through them. Sorry about that. It's no manners, I see. Oh, I'll just take this opportunity to talk about rubber flooring, rubber mats, bedding, because I get an awful lot of people saying, oh, why don't you put bedding down? Oh, the poor things, Well, I used to put huge amounts of bedding down. I used to bank the sides up with the straw, and I tell you what, horses dig about. Not all horses, but some horses. I've had horses where they dig about. I had a grey hunt horse, and he would pour all his bedding up and then lay down, and he'd get scuff marks on his hocks and his elbows. I have been using these two stables without bedding for nearly 4 years now. Now, we've spent quite a lot of money on buying top quality rubber. It comes in liquid form. I'm talking about these two stables, not Apollo's. It's a different matter, that one. So I've had a company come. They go all over the world. They deal with the top Arabian stables in Dubai, the racing stables, and they're a top quality company. I don't think they're expensive either. And he and Farouk now, you can see there's no, well, you can't tell now because that's in winter more, but they've never got any scrapes here or on their knees or anywhere from this rubber matting. And we put miscanthus down for the wee spot, and I've got to say, all three geldings that I've got, very clean, very tidy. Do their droppings to the side, and both him and Farouk get their bottoms so close to the wall, they create wall art, as you know. If it didn't work, I'm sure you know me by now, they would have bedding. But it does work, and it really suits us because we haven't got the place here to make a muck heap. And we could get a trailer and put it in the trailer, but can you imagine the smell and the flies and So we take our barrows in the horse box, because you go down, don't you, to check on your horses anyway. So it's no big deal. Yeah, so we go down with the barrows, and you can get 2 barrows in that horse box, as you know. But I'm not really talking to my regular subscribers, I'm talking to people who've perhaps just joined and wondering about these mats. And I have tried shavings in the past. I wouldn't have them again, because my horses like to lay down, and you can just imagine all the shavings in his tail in the morning, and you'd have to get the shavings out every morning. So shavings, no, wouldn't use them. Straw, yes, of course. Straw, because it's dead cheap. But I wouldn't use straw, because I've got rubber matting. Well, Apollo's stable is rubber matting, but it's really, really thick. It takes 2 people to lift one of those mats, and they've sealed it down. That is the thickest mat that you can buy in this country. I don't know about America, but certainly in this country it's the thickest mat you can buy. And I'm happy to sit on it myself. It's that good. So there we are. I do hope I don't get any more people whinging that I haven't got bedding down. But if you do, well, you do. Go on. Go on. Can't be bothered with it. I won't be answering it because I've said it all now. So I haven't got time to be trying to convince people that what I'm doing works. It doesn't matter to me whether people think it's working or not. This is what I do. It's never been about training other people to do what I do. I'm doing this and I'm showing you what I do. So whether you think it's any good or not, it doesn't matter. This is what I do. This is our life. So I think most people know that it's not a question of money. It's a question of what works and what's best for us all. Because I can't, I just don't want to spend time getting shavings out of somebody's tail. So that's how it is. Have I had a little rant there? I might have had a little rant there. I just wanted to say, because it's, you know, some people think it's cruel not to have any bedding down. But no, it's not. And the proof's in, you know, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and they don't have any marks on them. If you live on a farm and you have a byproduct of straw, well, then you wouldn't bother buying rubber matting, would you? Or rubber floors. You just use that because you've got it. But if you have to buy it in, and you have to have it delivered, as we would, because I certainly aren't going at my age to go and hump bales about. I did that in my younger day, and I'm certainly not doing it now. We buy in hay in small bales, and it is delivered and stacked for us. Because Renz and I can't manage big round bales. We're too old to be shifting all that weight. And it just wouldn't be convenient. Now, this is our home. This is our backyard. You know, it's not like it's a stable yard. It is a stable yard, but it's our home. With everybody comes here, so you can't have straw flying about. Or wood shavings, whatever people like to use. They lay down, they roll, just as any other horse would. It's just it doesn't happen on straw, it happens on rubber. And as I've said before, would you go and put straw on your field for them to lay on? Well, of course you wouldn't. And would they do it? Probably not. No. And that rubber is a lot softer than the hard baked ground that we've got at the moment in the field. Stand. Oh, sorry. Sorry, did that go to the bottom? That was very nice, was it? So I'm going to do his mane now. I have to stand on a stool because I can't reach. I'm 5'8", I can't reach. Poor old mane with Farouk grooming it off him. I'm not going to wash his forelock because he doesn't like his face and head doing so. There's no need, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Good boy. bit of a corner of your eye there. Come here. He's got a magnificent tail. If only his mane was as thick as that, as long as that. Wouldn't that be marvellous? He's a little rotund. He's our Farouk. He's a bit more mucky than Apollo, because he loves to roll more than Apollo. So I'm going to just give him a good wash off now. Hello. Renz gave Apollo a treat ball because he was getting a bit jealous I was spending a bit too much time doing Farouk's mane. When there's only a few treats left in the treat ball, Apollo very cleverly gets it into a corner and then he just pounds it with his hoof until he completely wrecks the ball to get the last treat out. Don't you break that, Apollo! Good boy. There he is, all done. Good boy. Yes, I don't think anybody will have seen a purebred Arabian of good breeding quite as rotund as that. That's definitely good living in the field. Yes. Overindulged, I think. Haven't you? You've overindulged yourself, yes. Good boy. The boys are now going back to the field, and you'll notice that Farouk is sporting the latest zebra fashion. We have got fly masks, but it's pointless putting them on Farouk. He gets it off straight away, really doesn't like it, so pointless trying to have that on. Apollo will keep his on for a little while, but then it's off. So they're just going with the fly rugs with a neck. Apollo patiently waiting to come out. It's unlike him, really. As you know, he's not the most patient of horses. Low boredom threshold, that horse. We did have to let out the girth straps. On both horses, both a little bit on the plump side. That's alright, it doesn't matter, that'll soon come up, it's not horrendous. So there he is, looking magnificent in his matching zebra. Anyone would think they were twins.
Come on. Apple. Eddie.
Video, Diablo and Bella meet outside in the paddock. Hope you'll join us for that. TTFN.